My name's David Shinsky, and the title of this program is Live Without Limits, Reach Personal Success on a Daily Basis. Our purpose is to help you overcome any limiting beliefs that you have by discussing topics in psychology and mental health, relationships, and personal growth. Today's presentation is titled Television and Your Level of Happiness. Is there a relationship between them? Television has certainly become an integral part of our lives, shaping our thoughts, beliefs, and perspectives. It can entertain us, inform us, and sometimes even inspire us. However, television can also have its drawbacks. One of the most significant concerns is that it often creates unrealistic standards for happiness through its portrayal of idealized lives and constant pursuit of materialistic pleasures. Television tends to distort our perception of what true happiness really means. It is helpful for us to recognize that influence and strive to find contentment in our own lives rather than constantly comparing ourselves to the artificial standards set by television. Positive aspects of television. Don't get me wrong, television offers us many benefits. So I think it's important to mention them before getting into some of the cans or the cons. Whether it's a show, movie, or documentary, television can help foster empathy, understanding, and tolerance among individuals, ultimately contributing to a more harmonious society. Television serves as a platform for educational content, helping people of all ages expand their knowledge and learn new skills, from children's programming that promote early literacy to information documentaries that explore complex subjects. Television has the potential to educate and inspire everyone by utilizing this powerful medium responsibly. We can harness its influence to create positive change in our society. The portrayal of happiness on television. Television has always been a source of entertainment and escapism for many people. Speaking for myself, I enjoy watching a good show to relax and forget about everything else for a while. You see, most shows portray a variety of emotions, including happiness, and this is important because it allows viewers to experience joy and positivity in their own lives, whether it's through sitcoms, reality shows, or dramas. Television shows have the power to uplift and inspire audiences. They showcase characters and story times that bring a smile to our faces and remind us of the beauty of life. These depictions of happiness on television can also serve as a reminder to cherish the little moments of joy in our lives. The effects of unrealistic standards on mental health. However, in today's society, there is an increasing presence to meet unrealistic standards in various aspects of life, whether it's the constant pursuit of the perfect body, the pressure to achieve extraordinary success, or the need to maintain a flawless image on social media. These unrealistic standards can have a detrimental effect on our mental health. If there's one thing I'd like everyone to know, it's that it's okay to have flaws and imperfections. Embracing our true selves and focusing on our individual strengths can greatly improve our mental well being, regardless of how some shows portray life as all bliss and no troubles or suffering. Let's break free from these unrealistic expectations and prioritize our mental health above all else. The relationship between television and happiness. During the COVID-19 pandemic, people were confined to their homes, resulting in a significant surge of media consumptions. A study by researchers Jose Muñoz Velasquez, Diego Gomez Baya, and Javier Lorenzo Del Mar, published in the National Library of Medicine, sought to explore the relationship between increased media consumption and subjective happiness and psychological well being. The findings revealed a substantial rise in TV entertainment and social networking sites usage during this period of confinement. Higher consumption was associated with lower levels of happiness, indicating that individuals who reported well being spent less time watching TV and using social networking sites. So, this falls in the line with other studies that agree that excessive consumption of TV entertainment and social networking systems do not lead to greater happiness. How to challenge and redefine your own standards of happiness. What does happiness mean to you? How do you define it? You see, happiness is a subjective concept that varies from person to person. Don't be afraid to challenge and redefine your own standards of happiness in order to live a fulfilling life. One way to do this is by reflecting on what truly brings us joy and satisfaction. It may not always be the material possessions or societal expectations that define our happiness, but rather the simple moments of connection, personal growth, and self care. Personally, I find immense joy in immersing myself in nature. Although watching a television show may bring me some happiness or relaxation, it pales in comparison to the bliss I experience when witnessing a breathtaking sunset or embarking on a nature trail after a refreshing rain, delighting in the lovely forest aromas. While it takes more effort to get out in nature, it helps my happiness levels much more than just vegging out in front of the TV. What kinds of activities bring you your most joy? By challenging the conventional notions of happiness, we can discover new sources of joy and redefine our own standards based on our unique values and aspirations. Embracing this mindset allows us to live more authentically and find true happiness in our own terms. So let's challenge ourselves to explore what truly brings us happiness and redefine our standards accordingly. Promoting unrealistic happiness in media and entertainment. In media and entertainment play a significant role in shaping our perception of happiness. I think it's important for us to promote realistic happiness through those mediums instead of portraying an unrealistic and unattainable version of happiness. Media should focus on showcasing more real life stories and experience that resonate with the larger audience. By doing so, we are more apt to find happiness in our own lives rather than constantly chasing an idealized version of it. Let's celebrate the small joys, the moments of triumph, and the resilience that real people exhibit in their pursuit of happiness. Understanding the media and its role in combating unrealistic expectations. In the digital age, we are constantly bombarded with images and messages that promote unattainable beauty standards, unrealistic lifestyles, and false narratives. However, by learning more about the media, we can become more aware of the tactics they use to manipulate and influence our perceptions. One of the key aspects of media literacy is the ability to analyze and evaluate the messages conveyed through various forms of media by questioning the motives behind certain advertisements or reality TV shows. We can begin to recognize the unrealistic expectations they create. Media literacy also encourages us to become active participants in the media landscape rather than passive consumers. Through creating and sharing our own content, we can counteract the unrealistic portrayals perpetuated by the media by promoting diversity and authenticity. We can help shift societal expectations toward a more inclusive and realistic perspective, striving for authentic happiness is a media driven world. How happy does watching television shows make you feel? I'll admit that there are some shows that I really enjoy. They make me laugh, and some of them take me through the whole gamut of emotions, which I enjoy. At the same time, I think it's wise to check in with ourselves. Are we mainly using television to strive for authentic happiness with the constant bombardment of social media advertisements and unrealistic portrayals of happiness? It can be easy to fall into the trap of comparing ourselves to others and feeling inadequate. It is important to remember that true happiness comes from within and cannot be found in material possessions or external validation. So, my take on the subject is that by focusing on our own values, passions, and personal growth, we can cultivate a better sense of fulfillment and contentment that is not dependent on the approval or validation of others. It's also important to take breaks from the media and engage in activities that bring us joy and connect us with the present moment, whether it's enjoying time in nature, hanging out with loved ones, some sort of exercise, a hobby, a social gathering, or walking the dog. These moments of authentic happiness can have a profound impact on our overall well-being. So let us embrace the journey towards authentic happiness, knowing that it is within our reach, even if media-driven world. So how are you doing? Reflect on your own TV viewing habits and their impact on your happiness levels. How often do you watch TV? What types of programs do you typically watch? How does watching TV make you feel? Do you notice any patterns or correlations between your TV consumption and your overall happiness? And the last thing that I want to say on this is this, that if you watch shows and understand where they're coming from and take it for what it's worth, then you can enjoy it. But remember this, all a TV show is there to do is to entertain you. And if you recognize it for what it is and realize that happiness comes from inside you, not from what's going on around you, that what the way things are portrayed on television often can be unrealistic. So you've got to take it for what it is, enjoy it while you can, and then take the opportunity to get to know yourself better.